All glories to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in his own words. When I met Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, it is a long story how I met him. One of my friends dragged me there. I was at that time a nationalist and a manager in a big chemical factory. My age was about 24 years. One of my friends, he asked me, "There is a nice sadhu, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. He has come to Calcutta. So let us go and see him." I was reluctant. I thought, there are so many sadhus. Because I had had very bad experience, so I said, "Oh, these kinds of sadhus, there are many." Even in my young age or early age, it was Krishna's grace. Even amongst my young friends, I was considered the leader. In my school days, in my college days, in my private friendships, some way or other I became their leader. And one astrologer, sometimes he read my hands, and he said, "Your hand speaks that your order will be executed." So anyway, I would not go. But their point of view was that unless I certified that sadhu, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he won't be accepted. Therefore, he dragged me there. So I went to see Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur on that very day. On the first meeting, we offered our obeisances. It is the practice. So immediately he began talking. "You are all educated young men. Why don't you take up Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult and preach all over the English-knowing public? Why don't you take up this matter?" I argued with him. At that time I was a nationalist, so I said, "Who will accept our message? We are a dependent nation. Nobody will care." I belonged to a Vaishnava family, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Radha Govinda. That was our worshipable deity. So I was very glad that Radha Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this sadhu was trying to preach. It was very nice. At that time we had some talks, and of course my arguments were defeated by him. And when we came out, we were offered prasadam, which was very nice. When I came out onto the street, my friend asked me, "What is your opinion of this sadhu?" I said, "Here is the right person who has taken up Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message, and now it will be distributed." And I accepted him as my spiritual master immediately. Not officially, but in my heart. That was in 1922. Then, in 1923, I left Calcutta on my business tour, and I made my headquarters at Allahabad. Allahabad is about 500 miles from Calcutta. I was thinking, I met a very nice saintly person. In this way, in 1928, there was a Kumbh Mela festival. At that time, some Gaudiya Math people came to Allahabad to establish a centre there, and somebody informed them, "You go to that Prayag pharmacy." My drug shop was named Prayag Pharmacy. My name was also there. "You go and see Abhay Babu. He is religious. He will help you." So some Gaudiya Math people came to see me. "Sir, we have come to you. We have heard your good name. We want to start a temple here. Please try to help us." As soon as I saw them, I was very much gladdened. Oh, here are these persons. They have come here. So in this way, gradually, I became attached to the Gaudiya Math activities, and by the grace of Krishna, my business was also not going very well. Yes, Krishna says, if I especially favour someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. This means if somebody wants to actually be a devotee of Krishna, but at the same time keeps his material attachment, then Krishna's business is he takes away everything material, so that gradually the devotee becomes dependent on Krishna. So that actually happened to my life. I was obliged to take this very seriously. Anyway, it is by Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati's grace I was forced to give up my family life and so-called business life, and he brought me some way or other to preaching Lord Chaitanya's gospel. In the introduction of the Srimad Bhagavatam 8th Canto, Chapter 1, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada writes, "First of all, let me offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Sri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Prabhupada. Sometime in the year 1935, when His Divine Grace was staying at Radha Kund, I went to see him from Bombay. At that time, he gave me many important instructions regarding constructing temples and publishing books. He personally told me that publishing books is more important than constructing temples. Of course, those same instructions remained within my mind for many years. In 1944, I began publishing my Back to Godhead, and when I retired from family life in 1958, I began publishing Srimad Bhagavatam in Delhi. When 3 parts of Srimad Bhagavatam had been published in India, I then started for the United States of America on the 13th of August, 1965. I am continuously trying to publish books as suggested by my spiritual master. Now, in this year 1976, I have completed the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and a summary of the 10th canto has already been published as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Still, the 8th canto, 9th canto, 10th canto, 11th canto and 12th canto are yet to be published. On this occasion, therefore, I am praying to my spiritual master to give me strength to finish this work. I am neither a great scholar nor a great devotee. I am simply a humble servant of my spiritual master, and to the best of my ability, I am trying to please him by publishing these books. Fortunately, scholars all over the world are appreciating these publications. Let us cooperatively publish more and more volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam, just to please His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. All glories to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He followed and communicated the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and introduced Bhakti Yoga to the world. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada left this world in November 1977. He reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die when thou art living still in sound. The Vaishnavas die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Namaste.